Hi everyone, welcome to the Monday Wrap, and of course it must be Monday because the weather is fantastic. After Cyclone Lucy at the weekend, which proved to be a bit of a fizzer, but it was enough to pretty much put all cricket on over the weekend virtually out the window. So our performance of the week has a pretty limited number of candidates for it, to be honest, but the performance that we're going to give it to, even in a full round of cricket, could have still won it anyway. It's not every day that you score 100 in the Premier one-day final to help lead your side to victory. But that's what Luke Dudman did at the weekend, 102 in Suburbs win over Parnell in that one-day final, and a very impressive performance. So Luke, well done, player performance of the week for that 100. Now just to recap exactly what happened in that final, Suburbs batted first, put up a very impressive total, 293 for 7 it was. Obviously that century we just talked about, Reece Young hit 63, James Parslow hit 40 off 32 balls, and then they really had the wood over Parnell when they tried to chase that total down, dismissed them for 137. James Nolan a 3-wicket bag, Darren Eckford a 3-wicket bag, only real score of note for Parnell, Angus McLean's 51. So comprehensive win to Suburbs, congrats to them. They'll obviously go on and represent Auckland in the National Club Champs in early April down at Cornwall Park. So again, good luck to them down there. Hope they do well in that one. And we're also getting down to the real business end of the two-day competition as well. Things pretty tight at both ends of the competition. So let's do a quick wrap up, get you up to speed with everything that's happened. Only had one game at the weekend which actually saw any play on the Saturday, and that was the University game, and they got some absolutely crucial first innings points, which puts them on top of the Tom Hellaby trophy, but we'll get to that in just a second. Let's quickly go to the Headley House in the top 4. We have Suburbs sitting on top. They're in line for their second win of the season. They've got a 16-point lead over Takapuna. Now remember that there's a 12 points for first innings, so that 16-point lead is not insurmountable by any means in the last game, which starts this Saturday, but it's a pretty handy lead to be going in with that one game remaining. So Suburbs take on East Coast Bays in that last round, Takapuna take on Parnell. So all eyes will be on that one. Suburbs is safe, definitely sitting in the box seat there, but all is not lost for Takapuna. They're probably the only ones who have a realistic chance of getting up there. Now at the relegation end of the Headley House, it is down to 2 sides, and in a beautiful quirk of fate, they're going to face each other in the last round. Those 2 sides, Howick and Grafton. Grafton did themselves a huge favour by getting first innings over Birkenhead last week, and that's brought those sides to within an absolute whisker of each other. 0.3 of a point separating them. That's 15 runs in bonus points, or just over 1 wicket in bonus points. So the margins are incredibly small there, and as I say, those 2 sides face each other in the last round, so it is all going to come down to every single run, every single wicket, and who gets that all-important first innings in that game. So yeah, there'll be some fingernails cut down to the quick out there by the looks of things. Now, as I said, University got a great result in the Tom Hellaby Trophy. That puts them on top. They've got a 5.5-point lead heading into the final round, but as we've already said, 12 points for first innings can wipe that out pretty quick. So that's all on. That's between them and Cornwall. Waitaka a wee way back in third. It really is down to just Uni and Cornwall. And those 2 teams are playing the bottom 2 sides in the Tom Hellaby, Eden Roskill and Ellerslie. So it'd be very interesting to see exactly who goes there. Could even be some outrights in the offing, which could mean all sorts of watching what's going on the last day. Check out the live scoring, see who's doing what. So plenty to play for as we head into that final round of club cricket. Titles on the line and relegation spots on the line as well. And before we sign off, let's just quickly catch up with the Aces. Not much to report because Saturday it was a complete washout against the Wizards, and they head down tomorrow to Deep South, down to Invercargill to take on the Volts in the first of a double header. Play them down there on Wednesday, and then we'll be back up here at Eden Park, hopefully with a bit more weather like this, to play them on Sunday. They're sitting 3rd on the table at the moment, coming off back of a couple of losses before that washout. Really could do with another win to get them back moving forward and into those top 2 playoff spots, get them into that major semi-final. So check that out, live scoring on Wednesday, and get out and about and catch some of that club cricket at the weekend. It's going to be very exciting stuff. That's us for another Monday Wrap. We will see you next Monday.